He wants me to read all of this? How much is he paying me? Okay, fine. Are you guys ready for some amazing real estate advice? Are you tired of watching all of these Q&A shows that are so boring and the audio is out of sync?
There's pros and cons to it. And I'm not saying, hey, you should buy a house with an HOA, but you should also be open-minded.
The show that never has any mistakes and is absolute perfection?
Yeah. Why am I passive aggressively labeled as guest?
Oh shit, I forgot to put your name, dude.
I'm seriously... Oh no, what happened? What did I do?
And of course, it always has the most accurate, honest, and factual takes in the history of real estate.
Jorge says these cash buyers are corporations. All right. I keep seeing this over and over again, and honestly, it's infuriating because... So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to look up the last 10 days of closings of cash, and I'm going to tell you which ones are corporations or not, because I'm really tired of seeing that. 50 to 60%. Yeah, no, okay, I'm wrong. Okay, bird's eye. I can admit when I'm wrong. There is something going on here.
Then you are in the right place. Grab some water, coffee, and a nice low-sodium snack, because I care about your well-being. Welcome to the live stream of the 2020 National Association of Realtors 30 Under 30 loser, Javier Vidana.
What's up, everybody? That always makes me laugh. I know, I'm really vain that my own intro makes me laugh. Hey, everybody. Win the house of your dreams here. Welcome to the live stream. Ooh, Kyle says he might join us in the live. Are you still here, Kyle? You want to join? Anywho, before we get started, welcome to the live stream. If this is the first time you're watching, please let me know. I want to give you guys a shout out. And of course, if you're watching this after the fact, hit that live chat replay button and you can pretend like you're a part of the experience, but you have to be on my live stream next time for the stream to pop up here. So if you want to join me next time, you can join the Discord or just subscribe with the bell notification, or I don't even know, sometimes that doesn't work. Just stay in tune, okay? Just stay in tune with me. For those joining us for the first time, essentially just go live and just chat about whatever's on my mind, whatever's going on with real estate. In today's video, we're going to look over an article that I mentioned here. And of course, to answer any questions you guys might have. First, I want to give a huge shout out to Root Tech, to Root Tech, who not only followed on Twitch, but also subscribe to the Twitch family. Thank you. Welcome to Toby Gang. And of course, Manny, the original first subscriber on Twitch. With that,
less than 3.
With that resubscribe button. Thank you so much, Manny. So for those who don't know, I'm on Twitch right now as well as YouTube. So all of our YouTube members and Twitch subscribers, YouTube members, don't watch an ad every 30 minutes because I do hit an ad every 30 minutes, just so you guys know. So anywho, welcome everybody. Good to have you here. Thank you. Just want to give before we begin as well. Geez, I know I'm talking a lot. Just want to give another quick shout out to Dom, who came in last live stream and was generously giving me a $2 super chat. So in honor of you, we'll give you a shout out. And of course, SB, who literally, as I was trying to check out, literally I was on my way out, he decided to hit me with this. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate it. Oh my God, Mrs. Shelton is here. I have not seen that name in a long time. Man, Mrs. Shelton, what's up? What are you up to? It's so good to see you. Will I be randomly giving away a house? Yes, I will. Maybe. Stay tuned. We'll see. I was like playing around with the idea of maybe giving out a down payment, but not happening anytime soon. What's going on? On Twitch, we got we got David, I think. Was that your name? Just got done painting cabinets. What did I miss, Manny? Whew. Oh, you're talking about Thor. Who happened to Thor, man? I don't know what he's doing. Yeah, YouTube is more fun. You're right. It's definitely more fun. Thanks for the follow. Terramoots, appreciate you. Do you use Restream or streaming YouTube and Twitch on the on-screen chat? I actually use Streamlabs OBS. they have the ability to do double stream. I used to use Restream back in the day, but the quality was really bad. I find Streamlabs OBS does a very nice quality to both. If you're down, Kyle, we can try it. We can experiment. I can send you the link, and then we can see if it works or not. Last time I tried using it, it wasn't that great. But, well, Sir Wesley, Twitch is more fun, but I'm going to YouTube as soon as I see an ad. All right. Well, then I'll see you on YouTube in about 25 minutes. You're right, Drew. Thanks. It's definitely more fun. Yeah, David's there. We got Sir Wesley here. Okay, everybody, let's get started. Too much talking. EC, first ever YouTube comment. Apartment lease is up in June. Should I start the process soon, or do you think it will be a bad market by then, or should I see if I can extend until fall, winter? That is asking me to tell the future. I cannot tell the future. What I can tell you is, regardless of what's going on with the market, you need to be financially prepared. Now more than ever. Let's experiment. Oh, you salty dog. Now more than ever, you have to be extremely, extremely, extremely careful to not put yourself in a bad monthly payment situation. Your house that you buy, and I feel like I literally have to have a button for this. The house you buy is no longer going to be an investment. It's going to be shelter. You're going to have to either rent your shelter or own your shelter. And in order, I mean, we're not looking at an investment no more. We're looking at simply as a shelter. And if it is a shelter, then we have to do our absolute best to make sure you put yourself in the right financial position for that. What are the tax implications for your house? I think there's a gift tax that's associated with that. But hold on, let me send Mr. Seagraves an experimentation. Let's see. Let's go to collab cam. I'm gonna send you a super secret link, Kyle. You can't send it to anyone. It may include some photos. I don't know where to send it to you on a online platform. Am I gonna send it to you on Discord? That'd be funny. Hunter, longtime viewer, first time listener. Welcome. I think I might have to email it to you. What was your email? Kyle's Kyle, I love Kyle, real estate Chad. Market is not going to crash 69 at AOL.net. Or did you change it? Bryant, first time watching live. Welcome. Bryant Trojan Mesa. How the heck did you start? What did you come up with that? And Taco Conversation is always willing to get started, Irvin. You anytime, any place. No tacos this week for me, though. I ate tamales. Is anyone eating tamales? Does everyone know what tamales is? What is your favorite tamale? Hold on, I'm not seeing them. When you say no investment, what do you mean? Is it a bad investment? Like how much monthly mortgage is bad depending on individual stream? Galax family, did you change your name? I thought you had a different name. Your profile photo looks familiar. Whoops, sorry guys. There you go. Sorry, it was experimenting. So what I mean is, it's as in an investment wise, a lot of people have the. So people used to think of houses, or it was the situation where they would buy a house, sell it like 5 years later, and they would make a bunch of money. When it comes to that kind of investment, it's no longer valid. Now, can you find an investment as in buy a house and rent it out and maybe get some cash flow? Potentially, especially since rents are going up. And there's a lot of, I saw this video by a gentleman whose name will not be said. That it was like starting off very little housing market crash chat, like, oh, down, you know, the real estate prices are going down, and investors and renters and just really doom and gloom. And then at the end, he starts pitching you, and that's why I'm going to teach you how to become an investor and start buying properties. And I was like, oh gosh. So anywho, yeah, there is, I'm sure, investments to be made, but I'm trying to convince the average first-time home buyer. If you're buying a house, don't expect to make a bunch of money on equity right away. Maybe long-term, maybe. But Gus Fring, I love you, and Breaking Bad, and Better Call Saul, but no, it's not that. Oh, thank you, Miss Mew7. You want to offer me a promotion? Is that on Twitch? Wait, I need to pull up the. Did he do that? Is that why you guys are saying that? Miss Mew Mew Wid. Hi, I want to offer a promotion to your channel views. Auto on, incredibly flexible, yada yada. Dodge hype. Okay. Someone said email, Discord, Slack. Come on, Boomer. Hopefully you're not talking about me, because I have Discord. I can send it to. I have a Discord channel, and I think he's in our channel. This boy, thanks for subscribing on YouTube, Hugo. This boy will literally make a profile for Discord and then just delete the whole app. Yeah, so yeah, crazy. Let me see if this boy is available. All right, now if we go here, he should be popping up any minute now. Okay, I see a connection. What a chat. Can you hear me?
Happening?
Oh my, why does your live stream setup always look like you're about to like drop some freaking fire like advice, just about to change your life? You're like one of them preachers, you know what I mean? Listen.
Wait, are we am I live? Is it
No, we're not live yet. Tell me something dark secret. Don't worry, no one's here.
Let me give you.
Oh God. The what's it called? The sea gravers? No. Yeah, like we were live. I was just gonna leave everybody on the black screen while I was talking to you. Well, anyways, yeah. So this kind of is like StreamYard a bit, right? It's like a little. So this is Streamlabs. It's not as good because they can't see the chats like you guys and yours can. In yours you can see chat, I believe, right? Oh, watch. I can share a particular scene with you, or I can share a source to you. So I think I can go in there and let's see, shared video source, chat box. So can you see that now? You see a chat box source? Sweet. Trying to be, hey, win the house of your dreams here. We can't hear. Oh, whoops. How about now?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I'm sure they can hear
so
you.
Anyway, here's the dark secret of how that all happened. So, yeah.
Cool. Well, thanks for sharing that story with you. So, I guess the other guy's stream seems like an AI generated channel. Yeah. Kyle
Why
looks
is
like
it AI generated.
Kyle looks like an AI generated like lender.
Wait, why am I AI generated?
I told you this since we met. You're too perfect. Like, is there something there? There has to be an imperfection there. I called you a particular dream of some person that's famous, which I will not repeat here. Because Kyle's definitely he's using a Yassify filter, guys. For those that don't know how he got that look, he's got that Yassify.
Exactly, yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm AI generated. I do have a fake light behind me, so that's probably the problem.
Oh God, I'm so sick of hearing about your fake light.
I know, and I'm never gonna stop talking about it.
So, hi, we're in the house of your dreams here. So how I see this light behind me, it's not a real window. I actually have a light with 2 bars or something like that. Okay. Quick, show us your hands and make sure you're not extra fingers.
You want to see my feet too?
No. Save that. Do not ever give your feet picture out for free.
This isn't a paid stream?
Yes. No, it's not.
The mustache has to go. The mustache is going to get girthier. It's going to stay.
All right. So because Kyle, okay, I'm going to stop reading every comment. Well, Kyle, I had absolutely no plan to have you on today, but since you're here, I guess we can answer some questions before I read it. So what's new with you, man? What do you want to tell the people? For those that don't know, by the way, this is Kyle Seagraves. He runs a really successful channel on YouTube called Win the House of Your Dreams. Look that up. Win the House of Your Dreams. Ah, come on. AI generated. How did you do that? Oh, you're using a virtual cam, huh?
Yeah.
You
I know the
learn.
tricks now.
Oh man.
After I get hazed on your channel every once in a while, I gotta keep up.
Dude, that was the funniest thing. Who said that? I'm like, let's see if I can give them a sub. That was hilarious. Anyways, green shirt, no mustache, CC Moon. Yeah. No, guys, come on. Let's leave the mustache alone. He wants to rock the mustache.
Gotta take away that. Gotta bring back the glasses. Gotta change my shirt. Man, just I'm getting queer-eyed over here. Just a whole revamp my entire lifestyle.
Yeah. Can you actually change that to just guess, not A? Oh, AI generated guess makes sense, right? But we just don't.
Yeah, because I'm an AI.
Yeah, right. We don't want to give you that much credit. But anywho, guys, win the house you love. I'm just joking. Win the house you love. If you don't know who he is, go check him out. But anyways, what's new with you, man? What do you want to tell the people?
Man, what's new? I just moved into my house, which is great because that was a long time coming. I bought like 3 months ago. Actually, maybe no. When was July? Was that like 4 months ago?
6 months ago, 4 months ago, 5 months.
Well, I'm sorry. It was more the end of July. So yeah, and I just moved in and still have tons of boxes everywhere. Like everything outside of camera view looks like a mess. So yeah, that's been interesting. And I just made a video actually about this, about buying a house in this market.
Hey, no
what?
plugging
No pitching?
videos.
This is an AI generated plug.
Oh,
this is an AI generated plug.
I'm just kidding. When did you post the video? You want to watch it live?
No, it's like 17 minutes.
Wow.
But you just came out with a 35-minute video.
Why do you know everything I do?
What are you talking about? I'm your biggest fan.
Get off my, yeah, I'm your only follower on Instagram. That's true. And I would totally do that if I didn't have like people that would literally get butthurt. I tried to do that. I went down to 260. I don't know if you saw that. Oh, thank you for the subscription, Bobo the Bozo.
You went down to what?
Sorry, no, there's a
hand waving.
Yeah, I can't.
Sorry, you can't hear any of that. But there's anytime I start dancing, just dance with me, all right? And then it'll make sense. That'd be so great. I thought you guys were BFFs. Yeah, no, we're not. It's all fake. Oh, it's Sean Bonet. What's up, Sean? Glad to have you back. Anyway, sorry, Kyle. AI generates who can't see the cat. Cannot see the cat. You're right. So you were saying you just bought a house, and I have something to ask you. Is it okay if I not dox you, but talk about the loan you got?
Yeah.
Okay, because I kind of want to grill you on this.
You can talk. You can ask any questions. You're not gonna dox me.
Okay,
Just don't
so
give out my address.
let me pull it up. Just kidding. Also, you're gonna get something in the mail in 5 days. Just heads up.
Okay.
Okay, so
Hope it's AI generated.
maybe. Oh, you were asking me about that picture. It is me AI generated. AI generated. Did you know that? Do you want to see some of them?
What are you talking about?
The picture you texted me earlier saying what is this? Or yesterday.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Have you made any of those?
No. I feel like I see them online, but I don't know anything about them. How do I make you bigger? How do I just see you?
You don't want to see yourself as well?
No.
What I can do is instead of sharing the chat, I can just share the me. I can do that.
Yeah, I don't need to see the chat. I want to see the screen.
Okay.
All right, give me this hot grill. Give me this. I'm ready.
Okay.
Also, look at this little bad boy. You seen one of these before?
Yeah, it's on Amazon. I have the same one.
Okay. All right. Amazon daddy, let's chill.
just because I
doesn't
buy
be
some,
a competition. Damn.
just because I buy something on Amazon, I'm this.
We get it. You know what Amazon is. Cool.
Okay, so I've been hearing both sides, and part of this, I'm always talking about those shady realtors and lenders. They seem to be pushing this whole 2-1 buy down thing. Now, I don't think that's what you did. I've been telling people,
Are you talking about the video I just made, or the 2-1 buy down video?
No, I saw that video. I just listen to my question. If you interrupt me again,
all right,
I'm gonna get your AI generation and just flip it, and it's gonna have
Okay.
Did your light just go up? Your brightness?
I lit a candle. Did you see
Nice. That was cool. That actually was really cool. So there's been both sides. There's been usually the realtors, the lenders pushing this whole 2-1 buy down or arm loans and saying this is going to get you good, get a house. But it seems like the intention is just get people in homes and homes that they necessarily can't afford, but they're just trying to get them in there. There's been crazy realtors on the other side saying, oh my God, this feels like 2008 again. This is the same exact 2006 again. This is the same crap they try to pull. But what kind of loan did you get, and why is it justified for you, and would you recommend it?
Yeah. So just to clarify, are you talking about 2-1 buy downs, or are you talking about ARMs?
I'm talking about your ARM.
Okay. Because I remember because those are two different things. Because a 2-1 is fixed, and an ARM is adjustable, but it has like a fixed period in the beginning. So when was that? That was like probably 6 months ago that I was talking about getting an ARM. I was going to get an ARM. I was going to get a 5-1 ARM, and the interest rate was stupid. But I didn't end up getting it because that lender didn't approve my income. So basically, I switched my company type just over 2 years ago. And so because of that, like, I also have to follow lending guidelines. I don't just get like skip the rules. So the one lender that was offering this ARM, that was at like at that time, it was like a 3.5, and this was like 6 months ago. They wanted to see 2 full tax returns of that income, and they wouldn't budge with like a year-to-date P&L of like showing the consistency of the income in the future. So I just went with another lender. So long story short, so I have a fixed.
You just completely threw my whole grilling off. Yeah, because you told me you were getting an ARM. And
I was if I could have gone with that lender, I would have gotten an ARM. Yeah.
So why? I guess I'm kind of a little bit old school, and it's completely ignorant because I've never actually had. Well, I do have an. Well, that's another for conversation that you can grill me on, but there's people that are just completely terrified of it, and they're like, no, and then. But there's also realtors that seem to be pushing and saying everything's going to be fine. Like, who do we believe? Like, what do you think about ARMs? And can you not be a lender for a second and give us your honest opinion?
Yeah, I think ARMs are not for most people. And I've never made a video where I'm like, ARMs are this great deal that everyone should get. Most people should not get an ARM. You should only get an ARM, I think, if you have quite a bit of savings, like 12 months reserves, like 12-month emergency fund minimum. And the payment that you're getting is like super small compared to your income, because they are risky. Like, they're inherently risky. For me, like, in the like where I'm at, like, it's a very low cost of living area. So I was comfortable taking an ARM because even if the payment increased, I would be comfortable finding a way out of that by either selling or refinancing or weathering the increase, especially because ARMs also have like an interest rate cap every time they adjust. So for instance, it's usually at 2% is the maximum that it can change in like 1 year. So it can't just go from like 3% to 17%. It can only go from like 3% to a max 5%. And then the next year it can go to a max 7%. And then there's also a lifetime cap of 6% on top of it too. So for me, it was a comfortable decision, but for most people, I would not suggest getting an ARM. And also, oh, there you are. I thought you froze.
No. Okay. Why?
I think the bad part about ARMs is like, well, I think people did this with the 2-1 buy downs primarily, is it's like, I hate this. It's like sold as like, well, if you're planning on your income increasing in the future, then you should just get this because you'll be fine with your payment increasing. I just think it's so dumb. Like, everyone wants their income to increase in the future, but that's something that nobody can control. And why would I get a loan that's designed around that? I just think it's really dumb to do that.
For sure. Who's the right candidate for an ARM?
I think an ARM makes sense if you have a lot of money, like minimum 12 months reserves.
You don't have a specific type of person though, like other than you just have a lot of money, like kind of job or anything like that. I'm not going in. No. I promise you, I'm not leaning you towards anything.
No, there's no like specific job with any loan. I don't think it's really about like what type of job or employment you have. It's more about like how much risk are you willing to take on with the loan itself, and that's mainly what I looked at. And like Antonio just mentioned, you can get an ARM if you're planning on selling or refinancing in the near future. Yeah, that's an option, but most people aren't in that spot. Like, and even that, it has a level of like risk involved in it. Of like, plans change in the future. Even if I plan on selling something, that might not always be the case. We're like, what if I lose income and then I'm not able to qualify for another loan? Then I won't just be able to I'd have to sell and then go rent because I wouldn't be able to qualify somewhere else. So yeah, it carries like an increased risk that I don't think like most first-time buyers would want to take on, no matter like what kind of job you have. But I will say, I think all this is a hot take. I think all of the U.S. should switch to the mortgage system that Canada has, because everything operates. I know everything basically operates like the fixed period of a 5-year ARM.
Hold on. When did you stop looking forward to the interests of your own country? You became a Canadian AI. But anyway, so everything works like a 5/1 ARM for them.
So from my understanding, because there's a loan officer I talked to in Canada.
Who?
His name's Alan Harder.
Okay, just so people can look up and reference it.
Yeah, great guy. We just share like website info and things. From my understanding, and I'm not super familiar with the Canadian market, and I doubt anyone really cares that much, but they're all like 5-year loans. So you don't have, it's not like amortized over 5 years. I believe it's amortized over 30, so the payment's still low. But every 5 years, you're refinancing. But what it ends up doing is it makes your like the interest rate super low, because if you think about like who's buying these like 30-year loans, like would you make an investment in something that's 30 years long to get that full payout? So that money always has to keep changing hands over and over and over and over again, and everyone expects the profit through it. And so they get a much lower interest rate because the cycle of refinancing is faster, and not everybody needs to make a profit on these loans over like a 30-year period of time.
That's true, because it's kind of an outdated system. I mean, first of all, like not everybody keeps their home for 30 years. So maybe like back when it was created, and it would make sense to invest in something that people held on for 30 years. But most people, I mean, at least for the last decade, they've just been getting rid of it. So it's not really a great investment for potential investors. That's a great point.
No, and don't get me wrong, like Canadian housing market is garbage. Like their values are even crazier than they are in the US. I know, Mike, there's no way there's Canadian people watching, right? They're gonna be offended.
those seven people are just like unsubscribed to you.
But from like a lending standpoint, I think it's like a much better system than like a 30-year loan. Well, but that's not gonna happen.
Alan's look at what Alan just said.
Kick this guy out.
Oh my god, everybody there's so, dude, live chat, especially the homegrown homies, man, they're brutal. I can't have any man, I remember I had a mod that was a little sensitive, and they'd be banning people left and right. Like whoa, chill. Guys, he can take a joke, okay? Go ahead, you flame him. If whoever gives the best burn of Kyle today will get something. I don't know, something special.
I didn't sign up for this.
Okay, quick question for Javier and AI Chad Kyle.
I am the AI.
This is the 230
Mexican loans are bad. What's going on in Mexico?
233rd common question ever. Since trailers seem to be lower price compared to normal homes, would you recommend buying a trailer to rent it out? Okay, AI generated. I'm not understanding the questions. This is it. Since trailers seem to be lower price compared to homes, would you recommend buying a trailer and renting it out? I mean, I'm not just gonna recommend something without seeing the data or anything like that. But
what does 233rd comment mean? What is that?
This just means they comment a lot.
Oh, okay.
Dude, if you would stop rambling so much, you would know that this person has commented 232 times. Just we got to change that in the AI programming, you know.
Gotta tweak my algorithms. My algorithms are getting crushed.
Yeah. Those sweet algorithms. When taking out a loan, how do lenders determine view interest rates? Do lenders use an average of both spouses' credit scores, or do they use the lowest of highest score? I can answer this like Kyle. Well, you see, hey there, win the house you love here. So you see, what happens is they look at both credit scores, and the actual lowest credit score of both spouses is what they're going to use. So you really want to make sure that when you're looking at two credit scores, you want to make sure that both of you guys are strong and there's not one person. Now, how would I respond to that, Kyle?
You would respond with, I don't know, talk to your lender.
Hey, that's not true.
Buying a home.
Give me,
as an
where's that
investment.
impression that you did? What happened to that impression you had in Sedona, Arizona?
Oh, we don't want to talk about that.
Oh, you're too scared to bring it out, huh? Okay.
Yeah. I'd be rambling if I told that story.
Oh God. Yeah, no problem, Rose.
Did you run an ad?
Oh, good. Thanks for the reminder, Kyle. So for just a reminder, everybody, every 30 minutes, there's going to be an ad on the live stream, unless you're a YouTube member or Twitch subscriber. So now's a chance. Join. So next time you don't get it, everybody else, do what you got to do. Thanks for the reminder, Kyle. I really appreciate that, Kyle. Thank you.
Yeah, well, someone just said they're switching to Twitch. Is that why?
Well, I mean, yeah, I was supposed to, but, I'm now, there you go. Ad inserted. Oh, wait, I think it just inserts the ad for, like when people are rewatching it, maybe? I'm not sure. I don't know. It's always funny when I run an ad, like the viewers just go down.
Well, yeah, that makes sense.
Well, actually, if you look at the statistics, comparing A and B. Hi there, Kyle.
I have to keep all my answers one sentence.
I know you guys hurt his feelings. Come on. You guys need to be nice to Kyle. He finally shows up and we're mean to him.
I'm gonna put everything into an AI.
I'm just sad that you didn't do the impression, man. It's ready to go.
What's up, guys? It's Javier. Is that one? Is that what you wanted?
No. When you were like, hey, fools. Hey, locos and locos.
Okay. I never did that. Do not put that onto me.
I am just joking. You didn't do that.
Never be able to run for office.
Oh man. Okay. Yes. Sir Wesley actually just left. Okay, just for future references, if he's ever running for Congress, he never did that. There, I just protected you.
Thank you.
All right. Well, so you bought a house, you moved in. Have you ever got the feedback from people that what are you doing giving advice for real estate or home buying if you don't even have a house? You don't have that no more, but did you ever get that?
The only person I would get that from was kind of you. I think you might be the only person who has said that to me. To be honest
when did
with you.
I say that before? Don't lie to me.
Not directed at me, but you would kind of you only bring
I
it
do
up
it
in these
indirectly.
hypothetical questions.
Have people ever said this to you, Kyle? And
I've never had somebody who was like, "You do mortgages, but you don't own a house." I'm like, well,
that's
also
true.
it's a very strange thing. It's not like I'm trying to sell like one particular house. It's not everybody can qualify for a loan. That's why we both have like channels. Not everyone's ready to buy a house or can qualify for a house, and there's no like point in like shaming people who aren't able or don't have the capacity to or don't want to buy a house at the moment.
True. So, the real reason why I got you on here, Kyle, is we want to know your thoughts on the housing market. What do you think?
Oh my gosh.
Where do you think we're gonna land in the first to second quarter? We're laughing because someone invited me on a live stream recently, and they wanted me to tell them like the future, like
Win the house of your dreams.
When do you think the market? What do you think that has been the market? And that seems to be the hot topic nowadays. What do you think? So honestly, then, a serious question: what do you think about a lot of the realtor and lender sentiment right now with the house market and what they're giving to people?
Like sentiment, as in like them pushing real
What
estate.
are your thoughts
on what's going to happen in the market, or realtors?
No. What are your thoughts about the fact the lender and real estate agent sentiment, like what they're pushing to people about the market being okay, et cetera, et cetera?
Oh, are you seeing people talking about the market being? I'm more seeing people talk about like still the same, like things are crashing, wait on the sides, don't do anything right now.
Are you connected with a lot of the realtors and lenders on like social media by any chance?
No,
Yeah,
I try to stay away from what everyone else is saying on the like real estate lending side, because it usually is like a lot of it is a sales conversation. So I try to stay out of that.
A lot of
people are saying like the market's fine, you should buy now, kind of thing.
I even saw one video where they actually quoted Dave Ramsey's video where they're like, if the interest rates are high, buy a house, refinance later, just buy it when you can, buy it as soon as possible. So that's the general sentiment right now. Do you agree or disagree with it?
I just made a video about like, I think there's kind of like 3 main rules for when you're going to buy. Oh, I can't plug my videos. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just
I
kidding.
abstractly
What do
talked to a camera.
Oh, wait, which one is it?
really-
I'll pull it
It's the most recent one. And then I have like kind of the 3 rules at the end. I just don't. I think it's inconsiderate to talk to people who are looking at buying a home and just say like everything's fine without addressing any of the concerns that people have. But also at the same time, I think what we saw over the past 2 years is a lot of people talking about not wanting or you shouldn't buy. But then we saw a really intense increase in a lot of people's equity. And there were a couple people who commented on that video that I made recently where they were like, yeah, I bought 2 years ago. Everyone was saying to not buy. And I gained a ton of equity. And I just don't know. I feel like I'm kind of in the middle where I'm not saying anyone should buy right now. That's absolutely not the case. And this is an extremely tough market to buy in. But also, I don't think it's considerate either. Like you're doing your own type of forecasting that you say I'm not saying you, but people do their own type of forecasting that they say they don't like if they're telling people to both not buy or buy at the same time. Ultimately, like buying a home is a personal decision based off a lot of factors, mainly about you and the lifestyle change that you want and your personal financial circumstance. So I just don't think it's like wise to tell people to do something on either direction.
That's well said. I'm just getting it set up here so that way we can do a watch something together because
watch something together.
I think
we can watch all my AI generated content.
Yeah, so it should work now. Are you guys? Can you give me a quick test? Can you say something, AI?
Oh,
yes.
AI. I am an AI bot. I do AI things. I live in a tiny AI home, and I eat AI tacos. Is that good?
Perfect. I think, can I not share? Okay, screen share. Okay, great. I can share the whole screen with you. Wow, that's great. Okay, can you see the whole screen?
Yeah, but I see like 2. Can you take away your middle person? Because it's so tiny. I see like on my side, there's one video of you frozen.
Oh, it's probably me. Let's see. Wait, but the screen did pop up, right?
Yep.
Okay, it's because the webcam source. I have to change it here. Is it black now?
Nope, it's fine. I'll roll with it.
Yeah, man. It is what
I said,
it is.
why not an interest-only mortgage? Until you get evicted, you save a ton of money.
That's a good point.
It's an option, I guess.
So first thing I'm noticing is you got a lot of soy boy thumbnails now, huh? With the
trying it out. We'll see how it goes.
this is your thumbnail. So you can't even see me make fun of you? That sucks.
No, I can see you.
This one, you're just like. I like this one though. The new rate discount. You're just like. You get a lot of face ones, and you decided to go with the same thumbnail for 3 videos in a row. I like that.
Yeah, you do what you gotta do.
Right here it is.
Hey, Kyle here with WinTheHouseYouLove.com.
Am I right or am I wrong? He always starts the videos like that. Hey Kyle. Hey guys. Hey.
You gotta start with you gotta go lower.
Hey guys. Hey guys. Hey.
Hey.
Hey. I can't go that low. I don't know, my testosterone is not as low as yours.
There's a Canadian communist in here.
There's a Canadian
Javier
communist
and Canadian
AI.
communist AI chat Kyle.
Yeah. Exactly. Dude, that's what you are. You're a communist Canadian AI.
It's true. All those are true things.
Elian says he loves a mustache. Lennart,
One.
yeah, dude, what do you think about all these new builders that are like buying down rates for people? It's pretty decent, right?
I mean, personally, I would rather take a seller credit than a buy down.
Why?
Which effectively is the same thing. I would rather use it towards closing costs than using it towards a buy down.
But closing costs,
just because-
you can only use like 8,000 of it, right?
The builder only allows you to use 8,000 of it.
Well,
for the
I should
closing
say in
costs.
Arizona. So maybe in your state it's like super expensive, right?
I don't know. It's just it would depend on the builder. I would just personally rather use money towards closing costs than a 2-1 buy down. That's just my personal preference. I'd rather save all that money up front on the closing costs than just like an exchange of the difference on the monthly payment savings over the next couple of years.
Why?
Because I'd rather have an extra, let's say it was $8,000 in my pocket that I didn't spend on closing costs, that I can actually use to go do whatever I want with. Like I can invest it, or I can pay down debt, or do whatever I want, rather than just having like a lender give me monthly savings from a 2-1 buy down. It is an option that people can take if they want. I just don't. Most people that I see, they would benefit more from using that money towards their closing costs than a 2-1 buy down. Because the difference is like, do I want to save, let's theoretical numbers, $8,000 up front or $200 per month over just 2 years?
Especially with rates. No, it's, what do you see? What is it?
Those are all theoretical numbers. I'm not doing the math.
Oh. Guys, quote him exactly. Send this video exactly to your lender. More money now for sure. Yeah, that's the thing. So, I mean, I'm not, first of all, that's his opinion, not mine. I like to think that every situation is different, but most of the time I agree with him that you want to save the money now, because the interest rates, you just don't know. Like, what if someone freaking buys a massive, huge rate buy down and they get this big, juicy, low rates, and then rates drop, and now all those like 15K or whatever they put to get a 5.5, like, is just gone. It's just
so it's actually not. It's not gone. You get a
not.
refund of that money.
Oh, you do?
With a 2-1 buy down. Yeah,
that's cool. Oh, with the 2-1 buy down. But what if you just buy
with
down?
With a 2-1 buy down. If you do a permanent buy down, you do not get it back.
Okay, yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah. Okay, so if you buy down your rate, you on a fixed rate, you lose that money forever.
Yes, on a permanent buy down. On a 2-1 buy down, if you do refinance or sell before the 2 years is up, then you can get whatever is remaining in that account back. But it kind of is the same thing. Like, okay, so let's say theoretically you're going to get $8,000 from the seller. The seller doesn't really care how you use it. I feel like sometimes people pitch it as like, the seller is giving me a 2-1 buy down. And maybe maybe a lender could do that. I'm sorry, not a lender. A builder could do that more specifically. But the seller is going to give you $8,000 no matter what, whether it goes towards your closing costs or the 2-1 buy down. They don't care. They're giving you $8,000. You get to choose it. With the 2-1 buy down, basically the lender is going to put that money in a separate account that you can't touch and you don't have access to, and they're going to decrease your monthly payment for the next 2 years. You could do the same thing. You could take the $8,000 that you didn't spend in closing costs, keep it in a separate account, and do the same thing on your own if you wanted to. But I would rather have more control of my money than putting it in an escrow account with someone else. And there are some people who, they like the program and it works for them. To me, it doesn't make sense.
You went with the fixed rate, right? So
I did go with the fixed rate.
Sweet. All right. Can you look on the? Do you have YouTube open by any chance?
I can open it. Yeah.
Just look it out. Just look at it real quick.
YouTube.
Mm-hmm. Just look up the live. See what's on the screen. Just want you to see it. No problem, right? Yeah, you're welcome. Happy to provide the content.
Oh my gosh.
Caesar said.
I hate that it's blocking AI generated guests.
Bro, you look just like, I cannot tell the difference. That's literally you. It just needs a mustache, which I can find. We'll do it next time you start talking.
Stop.
Javier Unleashed Liberty Prime. Oh, snapped. Fallout 3. Good game. Funny enough, love that game when I played as a teenager, but as an adult, I didn't really like it. I prefer, you can't see it, but you can see New Vegas there. Get out of the way, Kyle. Get out of the way. New Vegas. For those who remember that. All right, he's back. Sun Stars Moon. Hey Javier, I recently lost a bid to buy a condo in Michigan. It's not realistic, but any idea how common is that that the winning bid falls through? There's no percentage. It's completely just a shot in the dark. It could work, it could not work, which is why you never want to burn the bridge with the agent. Just leave a nice word, and even if you say keep us as a backup, they can still put it back on the market. Actually, most of the time, every time I've said that and I say keep us as a backup, they always just go back on the market anyways. So it's totally good.
So what are your thoughts then on the, what's going to happen in the market and such? I feel like you've been on the. What am I doing?
You're trying to get more time because you're messing. You're building something in the background and you're gonna unleash it while I'm talking. But go ahead.
No,
what's your question?
I'm not like you. Don't project. Don't you dare project.
Okay, what's your question? Sorry. What do I think about what?
I feel like you have, in the past couple of videos I've seen that you do, you're kind of really hitting on the going against what lenders and real estate agents are talking about. And so I'm just kind of curious, like, where are you at with? I feel like you've always kind of been like anti-realtor, particularly, but which is probably a good thing sometimes. What has like been happening recently that you're like, this is an even stronger point that you're making?
You're saying, oh, it's good sometimes. I'm like, I hear realtors, but at the same time, I call you, and I'm like, Kyle, why didn't they invite us to this seminar? Why
Hey, over here, like, I hate realtors. All realtors are stupid. NAR didn't vote me the top realtor.
Why didn't they? I just want their
I'll cover my
approval.
pain by putting it in the title of my, or the bumper.
Hey, you're getting too deep there, buddy. You get too deep, but you're so right. What I think, I mean, oh boy, sorry, go ahead.
I feel like you're kind of, I've heard you make a couple points about even, not that there's like a conspiracy, but like, I think you're seeing a lot of what you're seeing, what you view as like bad advice from realtors and lenders. So I was just saying, like, what are you seeing that's making you feel like even stronger about it?
I guess lately because I mean, we talk a lot behind the scenes, and you know my struggles. I just finding the right voice to share with people. Like, do we focus on the fact that we make a lot, not a lot, but we make some of our money with referrals and continue to push that everything's fine and potentially grow that, or do we focus on getting views by going completely negative? And I think just after some soul searching and just really speaking to what's like what I personally believe, I think I fucking knew it. How did I know? Anyways.
I'm listening.
How did you find that photo?
It's like the 4th photo on Google.
It is?
Search your name.
Oh my God. That's a photo from my when I was in part of a big team. I was part of a giant team in the West Valley that would cold call for 3 hours a day, all that good stuff. Anyways. And they made me look very light skinned. What the hell's up with that? Like, what's up? they totally they white faced me. Look, I'm lighter than you in that picture. Anyways.
Did they adjust your skin?
I guess. I mean, I'm not that white. Look at me compared to that. I just honestly, what I'm pushing right now is just radical honesty. Like, just be honest with the public. Tell them the fucking truth. Hey, it's scary right now for realtors right now. There's like, I have no idea where my next deals are going to come. It's terrifying for home buyers who are like, hey, am I going to lose money if I buy this house? What if the interest rate goes down? What if the price goes down? Yeah. All these things are it's a completely terrifying time to buy right now. But I'd rather tell people, oh God, I'd rather tell people and be radically honest with them, so then they can process that and they can make a more informed decision. You're Javier facing me right now, man.
It's really hard. Can I get canceled for this? Wait. Hey guys.
You gotta Port on Twitch said you're doing a deep fake.
Yeah, this is the only amount of money I could spend on a deep fake.
All right, go ahead. You have the screen, buddy. Go to take it.
Okay. Your lender, your realtor, block their number right now. They're dumb. They're stupid. Get rid of it. Don't buy a house. Buy trailers. Invest in trailers. We're going to make a compound. We'll make tacos. We'll have a sweet, beautiful, low sodium compound where we have tacos and we have that other thing that it's like Modelo and tomato sauce and it's clam juice and it's gross.
Dude, michelada.
I was going to say enchilada, but michelada?
No, michelada.
Oh gosh.
Oh, that dude.
Okay.
Thank you. No,
I'm sorry.
So I took Kyle. We went on a road trip together. It was me, my son, and Kyle. And one of the places we stopped was the Grand Canyon. And they had like this Mexican restaurant that was like, it's all right, but they had you still have it. They had a michelada, and he's never had one. This is Kyle, by the way, who once we were eating at this place and we got like 2 shots of tequila, and I shot mine, and he was like, I can't do it. No. I'm literally gonna throw up if I drink this. And then he took a sip.
Wait, I can do them now though.
Nope. Anyways, so then we did a mushalada and he tasted it and he was like, "This is disgusting." And he just didn't drink it. He had like one sip of it. Oh my, there you go. He hated it. I hate that you know about the virtual camera now. That's the one advantage I had over you.
Alan said he likes me now, so that's all. Thanks, Alan. Glad we're BFFs now.
All right, that was funny. You got me. You got me. I mean, I hope I come across that negative towards realtors and lenders. I really hope not. I think I'm the worst agent referral. I'm the worst agent referral partner for that reason. But now I'm going to ask you a long-winded question so that way I can work on something.
Well, we don't need to do that, but okay.
Alan says, "Hey, say I'm Javier Vidana and I endorse XL3." No, don't say it. Don't say that.
We'll say it.
Oh
Wait.
God.
Hey, I feel like I'm a kid in one of those like you know, you go to like some little park and they have the little cutout thing and you're like a caterpillar and like I'm the caterpillar. Mason, I hate gin and tonic. I'm sorry. I wish I could like it, but it's gross.
What are you, like a whiskey guy?
I like some whiskey. Yeah. What's your long-winded question?
I was like,
hit me up.
Oh,
let me ramble.
I like my whiskey with aged 50 years minimum in a crate. I don't know. I don't have one. La Bonita. Wait, how did you learn how to drink tequila?
I just started taking a couple shots of it, and it's, you know, you just push through, and it's, you know, makes for an interesting time.
So it's like poison. Like you take a little bit of poison every day to build your immunity up.
No, but now I kind of like it.
You like the pain. You know, it's so funny when you Google your name and you find old podcast appearances. Like, oh, that podcast. Like I found one where it says When the House You Love and has a picture of you, like, and it's like a poorly cut out. There's another one too, case study scaling digital products, and it's like your face cut out.
Some of them I forget that I do.
Cart fuel?
Like, do you ever Cart fuel?
Is that yours?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's your product. My bad.
Jelani and
yeah, it says scaling digital products. I'm sorry, no, I didn't mean to talk about that. Yeah, that's Kyle's product. Check it out.
Well, it's the name of a company that I
Savvy Dialogue.
It's the software.
Cool.
Do you ever make videos and you forget like what you talked about?
Yeah. I mean, I forgot. We talked to Javier. I need a house. Don't buy now, or don't wait because you never know the future.
So okay, I do want to ask, how do you then feel about like what is your advice then to people who are looking to buy a house? Because I feel like sometimes people get really confused when I'm trying to figure out like how to say it. Like I understand how you're against realtors and lenders who are just like, just buy, it's not that big of a deal, which I think is really disrespectful to a lot of buyers. But they're also, when you just talk against those people interpret it as like, oh, you shouldn't buy now. But there are a lot of people who are buying who like they had a divorce or they have a need to like grow their family. Like you bought what was it, a year ago, because your family is growing, but like, and obviously you're in a different, like not everyone's in that exact situation. So like, how do you help clarify that for people who are looking to buy? Who is the person that's ready to buy at the moment? Because I think where people are at is, I don't think they're necessarily in that spot of like, tell me, do I need to buy or do I not need to buy? They really just want clarity around like, how do I figure out if it's the right time or not? Because I'm getting opposing information. These people are strongly saying don't. These people are saying strongly do. And both have their own like agenda that's not necessarily like evil and wrong, but both have their narrative that they're playing into that they probably likely believe. And so I think people just want clarification on how do they know if it is a good time for them to buy.
It's a great question, and I do, even though you're not directly doing it, I do appreciate you calling out the fact that sometimes I tend to be a little more on the negative or harsher side towards agents and lenders who might have good intentions. It might be genuinely trying to help people. I do believe that, I think, and hopefully I've been saying this in my videos as well, that right now, if you're buying a home, you're doing it out of necessity being your lease is up. necessity being your family's growing. Necessity for you, for example, is it's the right point in your taxes. It makes sense for you in your taxes because I think you couldn't buy it before because of tax reasons, because you owed the IRS like $100,000 or something, right? Anyways,
it was 60, 100,000.
Yeah. So thank you. The AI, right? The AI gets it. That's right. For those that don't know, AI, he's an AI generated guest, just so you guys know. So I think at the end of the day, like, it has to be a very strong reason why you're doing it. And that reason used to, like, as a real estate agent, especially back in before my YouTube days, it was a very obvious decision to make. Hey, go buy a house. You can sell it in 3 years and make a bunch of money. Why wouldn't you? It makes sense to buy. Now more than ever, I think the point I've been driving home is you need to make sure your intentions are actual valid. Because logically, investment-wise, it doesn't make sense to buy. But if we get that out of the way and give people the radical honesty that, hey, you might not be able to make a ton of money if you sell this in 3 years, well, you're going to have to either rent, you're going to have to move somewhere. You can't live with your mom forever. You go rent and pay someone else's mortgage and have the landlord take the risk of what's going to happen with that property, or you can own where you live and be in control of what's going on. And as long as you get a fixed rate, you can control the monthly payment. So at the end of the day, for those should buy are people that have a very strong motivation, are financially prepared, and have a budget that makes sense for them. Mm-hmm. And hopefully, sorry, go ahead.
Can I ask you about, so you say like buying right now is not a good investment. I am curious on your thoughts then on like the alternative, because I think sometimes I feel like a lot of home buying advice, and I talked about that in the video that you pulled up and we didn't watch, which is fine.
Do you watch your own videos? I don't want to do that to you.
No, I prefer not to. You want to come up here? You want to see my cat? No, she doesn't want to come up. Okay.
Dude, don't talk to your girlfriend like that, especially in public.
I know, right? Come here,
dude.
Come up here.
Not cool.
Come here.
She's the kitty cat. What's her name again?
Her name's Bloom.
Bloom. Perfect name.
There she is. She hates being held.
Dude, that's a very
she's thick,
beautiful cat.
Do you hear those purrs?
Yeah, cinnamon rolls.
Don't talk about her. She doesn't like.
She loved that, dude. Give her some cinnamon rolls.
She hates being held. So I feel like a lot of times people talk about home buying as if like people live in this like vacuum, that they're just like floating in space and they're just waiting for the right time to buy. And that makes sense if you're buying it like any sort of investment. Arguably, but like, let's say you're going to buy like stocks and you see, don't fat shame the cat.
Sorry.
I'll fight all of you who are going to come for my cat's weight. She's a plus size, beautiful kitty. Like, there's this assumption that like you're not paying money living anywhere else. And while there are some people in that situation where maybe they live with somebody else and it's free, but most people are renting if they're haven't already bought a home. And so I feel like a lot of the advice where people are talking about buying not being a good financial option at the moment is primarily people who already own a home. Like a guy commented on my video and was like, I don't agree with you, but I already have a paid off house. Like, yeah, this is not advice for if you have a paid off house. You're in a much different financial situation where you're actually looking for like investment opportunities. The alternative for people is renting. And renting, I have yet to find a situation, unless you have this crazy difference in monthly payment. If you have comparable monthly payments from your rent to your future mortgage, like the math almost always makes sense to buy a home, even if it's not going to have this like insane appreciation that a lot of people had over the past few years. Even if it stays flat, like you're not gaining anything by renting other than the time that you get that you weren't in the market. Now, obviously the caveat to that is like if home values decrease a ton, but even like looking at a historical perspective over the past 100 years, the longest depreciation that we saw in the average or the median home price was only 6 years. Like it took you 6 years from buying at the height before the housing crash. It dropped. And then if you waited 6 years, you would have retained that same value. Versus renting is you're just paying rent and there's no potential benefit that you get back. And don't get me wrong, like renting is fine. Like I rented and it let me like explore my market. It let me work on my income situation as well. There are a lot of really good benefits to renting, but I'm curious, like where are you seeing it still being this like bad? I don't think you said bad, but where are you seeing it not being a smart financial investment if you're considering the alternative of renting?
Yeah, first of all, I appreciate the very thought-provoking questions. I feel it's been a while since somebody's like actually on the spot put me like, hey, exactly. I
get you.
And I love these kind of questions, especially for creators, because it really puts them on the spot. And like my wife says all the time, it pokes it to see if it's real. You know, like, okay, this is the stance you're having. Let's see. Are you gonna see how you react? So I just want to thank you for that. My teaching style is to be very, as you probably know, dramatic. Like I am going to give you an explosion, and then I hope that people don't take that as the message. Like if I'm saying it's a terrible investment, that 100% of the time is a terrible investment. I have a very radical, almost extreme teaching style where it's like, yeah, it's a terrible investment, but then I follow it with a buts, right? So I mean, when I say it's a terrible investment, I'm representing I'm trying to attack the mindset of people out there, because there might be people out there that still believe that, or they're talking to someone that's telling them, buy a house 5 years later or 3 years later, just sell it if it gets too much. Or like, I can always just sell it and get rid of it, and I don't have to worry about it. And not only that, but hey, my so-and-so bought a house 5 years later, they went to another state and they just sold it and they made like $300,000, and it's what got them out of poverty, right? They're using this house as their sole investment that gets not only themselves but gets their family out of poverty. So by me saying such an extreme, like it's not a good investment, I want people to start thinking for themselves and say like, hey, well, and why am I buying this house? Am I buying this house because my mom and my aunts and my uncles and my friends and my realtor are telling me, or my lender are telling me that it's just a no-brainer, that it's going to get me my money back and more? Or am I buying this house because I need to actually move? Well, so I should clarify. So go ahead.
No, I'm like, don't take this as me like saying what you're saying is better. I think that what you're saying is really good, because I know that you attack the idea a lot of that people had, I think in the past, I mean, I guess, I don't know, the past 20-ish years of real estate, where it's like, yeah, just buy a house, you'll make money. It's no problem. Like where it's almost like assumed like, yeah, it's no big deal. You'll sell it and you'll make a ton of money, and you see people do this all the time. Oh, I thought that was like some little thing that you put up there. I was waiting for the pun. It was just somebody who subscribed.
Actually, I shared my whole scene with you so you can see everything.
But, and I think that's really good advice. It is a much more like tactful decision. You have to be a lot more careful about understanding, like, can you actually afford this payment? Is the loan choice smart? Are you going with products just because someone pushed it, like an ARM loan or a 2-1 ARM? Or sorry, not 2-1 ARM. 2-1 buy down, just because someone said like this was great and the payment works for you. How did I tilt my head this way? Like that.
What happened to this boy?
What did happen to that boy? That was a sweet, innocent child, and now.
What would you say to this? First of all, I have to say you look much better now. This looks like a starving boy from the south.
Funnily enough, that he's from the south. I'm gonna tell you.
I tell you what, bud.
Tell you something about.
Let me tell you something about
goddamn
this.
Alabama.
3-5 arm or 2-1 arm, boy.
Yeah, in that photo that year, I was like chronically nauseous and lost a ton of weight. It was not great, not a good time. So thanks for really calling that out. I really appreciate that.
I'm so sorry. I made fun of your cat, and then at the same time, oh man.
I know, it's tough.
I hold on. Speaking of,
it's a good thing I go to therapy.
Dude, I had such a good session today. It was insane. Usually EMDR just complete drains me, but today, did you hear that?
Was that Wally? Ooh. So, hey everyone. Oh, is that a cactus in the back? I wonder what he's doing with that cactus. It was a big old tall cactus. And a huge, oh my God, he's so big. He's so big.
That's Wally.
Oh my gosh. Is he bigger than normal? Or like when I last saw when I last saw him?
You saw him, he was like 120 pounds. He's like 150 now.
Oh my gosh.
Probably 160 actually. He's gotten a little bigger.
Wally, big boy.
Hey, Floza. Thank you for the raid, man.
Wait, is EMDR the this thing?
Yeah. It's the clink, 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 clink. Have you done that?
No. You wanna know what's fun? Is I took am I allowed to say this? I think so. Does YouTube have like a policy about like I don't know, whatever. I took Adderall today for the first time, prescribed legally. Just throw that out there. That's not like an advertiser trigger word though, right? Is that a thing?
Yeah, but it's not first 10 minutes. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
Well,
I took a big old nap. So not really sure what that's supposed to mean.
Did you snort it or did you just ingest it? Or did you put it up your butt?
No, I took it legally
That's good.
up my butt. No,
That was such good comedic timing. Oh man, that was good.
See, Cole said better than most comedy podcasts.
Yeah, this has been great. It was funny, and then it got deep, and now we're talking about therapy. Which, by the way, Papa Javi is going through some budget things right now, so I'm really narrowing down my budget. One thing I did not get rid of is my therapy. It's just you should always, and it's a thing that never stops. Like I feel most people. Anyways, I don't want to get too deep in it. I just say, everybody, if you've been thinking about exploring therapy, please, you can do it by go to betterhelp.com/Kyle Seagraves. No, I'm just kidding. No, but seriously,
I hate BetterHelp. You go through BetterHelp?
no, but
okay.
I have a family member who's very close to me, who, this is bad. Well, this stays between me and you and Wally, right? And
Yeah, okay.
and Bloom.
Nobody tell.
We'll talk about like therapy, and she'll just be like, today in therapy, my therapist said this, that, or the other, and I'm like, I just want to say, dude, she's not even like a therapist. It's like it's not therapists. It's like they're like counselors, aren't they?
Through BetterHelp?
Yeah.
I'm not familiar. The only thing I don't like about BetterHelp is they sell data. Like they sell your appointment data and I believe notes to advertisers. So like they can actually see. Maybe this is a little bit on the conspiracy rabbit hole. I know most of this is true. Some of it may be me interpreting a little bit, but I have heard that there's some of those data points, for instance, where like it could be used in a way where, let's say you had a scheduled appointment for, you're talking about anxiety and it was at 3 p.m. Like advertisers like Meta could show you specific things during those times, like post-session, pre-session, and be able to actually like manipulate how basically through seeing like your self-reported notes on how you're feeling and show you like specific advertising for that.
When did you become a conspiracy theorist?
Well, ever since I went to Kroger and bought tinfoil, I've been trying to figure out a way to use it, and
What's
it's
Kroger?
been tough. What?
What's Kroger?
Is this like a hardly nowhere joke?
No. It's Kroger store or what?
You don't have a Kroger? Yeah, Kroger's like a grocery store.
Let's
Sorry, we
see.
don't have
What are you gonna say?
do you have?
Foot City? What are you gonna say? El Super? Your racism
sorry.
is out of control today. First you brown face me, and now you're making fun of
Okay.
Foot City.
Well, to be fair, this is a little bit more whiteface.
That's a very good point. Yes. Yes.
I think they just have the white balance off.
I cannot find what happened to all your good pictures online. They're all gone. All your like embarrassing ones. Did you go back and delete them?
I don't know what you're talking about. Cole said, "Man, what's Kroger? Bruh, drive a little."
Okay.
Ralph's? Isn't Ralph's like crazy expensive?
Not Ralph's either. I haven't been to Ralph's.
Where
We
do
have
you go?
Albertsons.
Where
We
do
have
you shop?
Fry's. We have Safeway. We have Target, Walmart. We have
What's
Foot
Foot City?
City, El Super.
Wait, Foot City's a real store?
Yeah, it's a Mexican one.
Have you ever been to footcity.com?
No, but can you pull up your browser and look up Portugal?
Are you saying Food City?
Food, Food City.
I thought you said Foot City. I was like, what kind of weird?
Yes, that's what I was saying. Here, tell me a story about this Kyle Seagraves. What was this
I
Kyle
have
Seagraves
I have an
up to?
account on Foot City.
Are you a foot guy?
No. It's funny though.
It's funny to be a foot guy. You're kink shaming people now. Damn, that's a high quality picture,
oh
bro.
my god, Jesus, how'd that? Okay, hold on. I don't know how to make it smaller. I can't find the edges.
Dude, it looks like you just put your foot up to the camera.
Why is that the highest quality foot I've ever seen?
Your picture too. This
Oh
is your picture looking at some feet right here.
What in the world?
Why?
Oh my
hey,
gosh.
why did you pick a white foot?
Okay.
Just kidding. Okay, I'm just joking.
All I googled was foot.
And you
Shame
picked
Google,
the white
all right?
one.
That's all that's here. I feel like it'd be more strange to like put like. Should I search?
What do you think about Henry Cavill? This what happened to him in the Superman film, the DC. What do you think about that?
Okay, I googled Hispanic feet, and there's a lot of stuff happening.
You're welcome to all the ads you're going to be receiving now.
Oh my god. Okay, this is a lot.
What's going on?
This is a lot. I'm trying to see if there's one that I could like safely post. Wait, what did Henry?
You know who that
Cavill do?
is?
No, I've heard his name.
You know who
Superman?
he
The
is.
Superman guy?
Yeah, he's not in Superman. He got removed from the DC universe. Did you guys hear that? Piggly
This
Wiggly
is the
is
second
dominant.
search result.
Why are you posting that?
This is on Google. You
Kyle!
told me. You told me. Okay.
Oh boy.
How do I get this off? Should I keep it?
just leave like a toe, just like a suspicious toe.
Whoever's joining, I'm so sorry. People came here for like whatever lower mortgage rates, higher demand lead to optimism for late 2023.
I know, they completely got. Remember that one time when I had made the perfect thumbnail, but then I was late, like 15 minutes late, and like there was like 5 people here, and then you made the best joke where you were like, "Sorry, we're running late. We're putting baby oil all over ourselves or whatever." It looks like you're putting your foot up. It looks like you're just chatting and you just put your foot up.
Oh my gosh, you're right. Can I do 2 of them? I added a second one.
What are we doing?
Oh, wait, why is it coming so
you have
big?
to flip it. You have to mirror it.
I don't think I can do that in Ecamm.
Let me see that.
Man, okay, hold on. This is a lot of work for a foot joke.
It really is, and I'm working on something on my end here too.
My mom's probably gonna watch this and be like, "I don't understand what you guys were talking about."
Remember that one time your brother was here and I made a joke? Oh no, I went on your live stream and I said, "Mom, I want Kyle Seagraves," and then Mom says, "We have Kyle Seagraves at home." So your brother was like, "What does that mean?" And you're like, "Oh no."
Jesus,
All
it's so detailed. At least they're clean. Wait,
There
how
you
do I
go.
make it? I want like my head to be poking through the side.
Hold on, I got it for you. Hold on.
I gotta like get it a little off center. Yeah, so it looks like one's up. Is that too big? Is it ruining the illusion?
Yeah. Everybody.
Is it looking good?
What's going on, everybody? Bye, Alejandro Garcia. Thanks for spending some time with us. Hopefully you learned something good. Hold on, I got something for you.
Learn something. Did we give anything that's
Of course
learnable?
we
here?
did. All right. Hey, Kyle Seagraves.
I think-
here.
Eventually, we're gonna go to the point where we're gonna have another. Who was that one girl who didn't like the OnlyFans thing?
It was Rosa or something. She was like,
We're gonna live in a taco compound. Okay, we're gonna have enchiladas and micheladas, and we're gonna have. Don't buy. Don't do it. It's bad. I bought, but don't do it. Oh my gosh.
Wait. Hey, Kyle
You
Seagraves.
can't even get in. It doesn't even look like you're. Why can't it see through?
There you go, lad. Hey, Kyle Seagraves here. Everybody buy. Buy with an arm loan, please.
Just everyone buy.
No, this is... Hey, Kyle
you seen the
Seagraves here.
TikTok
Have
videos
you
of that
seen
guy?
Have you seen my USDA loan video? This is how you get it.
loans for 2023.
This is how you get USDA loan in 2021. Let me change the title to 2022 to trick y'all. Hey, Kyle Seagraves here. How come I look so compared to you? Like you have such like yellow skin. Mine's look like fixed. Yeah,
Something's wrong with my white balance. I'm not sure what's up with that.
I think it might
Like I
be
have jaundice.
the software. Hey, jaundice is a very okay. Everybody, we're going off the deep end. We're definitely off the rails now. What the fuck is going on? I came in for real estate advice. That's a good point. We should. I think we're gonna call it now. Everybody, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you.
I can't believe I have a foot thing on here.
AI generated food guy. That was
So
crazy.
the market in Q1 2023, if you're buying a house.
So how come you never talk about the market though in your videos? Are you too scared? You're afraid of that? You always stay like in the middle. You never want to give your opinion. You just go, this is how you buy a house with USDA.
Because I feel, I don't know, I'm kind of conflicted with like even just giving opinions on a lot of things. Particularly with things that I'm not like super well versed in. Like with loans, I feel like I'm very well versed in loans and can give opinions on like whether things are good and who they're good for, and if they're bad, who they're bad for. But even then, inside of like the loan category, there's still like what people would call like a bad loan that still has like a strategic use if done correctly. And so with the market, number one, it's just so complex. I feel like people jump into giving advice about it or talking about it without being like super well versed in it. And being well versed in understanding economics is not reading the top like CNBC articles for the week, which I feel like that's what most people do in the housing market. They're like top real estate news articles, and then they just go and like do that with their own commentary.
And they get 150,000 views. And that's
yeah,
all they're
and
doing
just,
is regurgitating data from some website. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have a degree or background in economics. And also, I just feel like it's a little strange and unhelpful for me to be the one telling people around like what I think about what's going to happen in the market, because I don't know what's going to happen in the market, and I don't think anybody does. And so that's why like to me, I can only control what's my own situation. I'll never be able to control the market. I'll never be able to time it. It's the same thing with like with stocks. Is like the better long-term strategy with stocks is to actually dollar cost average, is like to buy monthly. So you buy frequently, you buy often, with as much as you can, to keep you like financially safe. And over a long period of time, that statistically is the best option for investing. And statistically, I think that's true with real estate. So I just don't think there's any point in like talking about timing the market, because I just think it's an irrelevant conversation, frankly. I just don't think you can time it. And so I'd rather talk about like, is the right time to buy based on your personal financial situation, not what's happening externally in the market.
What do you think about these channels that's all they talk about? Like, what's the purpose behind, what the intention behind those? I guess you can't really talk about their intention, but what's your opinion on them?
Oh my God. Okay, wait. How long has this Canadian AI thing been there?
What are you talking about?
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I'm sorry. Ask your question again.
Hold on.
Ooh, look at that. Look at those hot forearms.
Wow. What was going through your mind in this photo?
Who knows, man? What was your question? What are the...
You singing about some girl?
What was that?
Baby.
Is that you to your cactus behind you?
Stupid. What is your opinion on channels, or not necessarily channels on YouTube, but just general companies that's all they focus on is the data and sharing? Because I mean, obviously we're talking about a main one. We're not talking about that specific one, but there's a lot of smaller ones that they like try doing something and then they just start basically regurgitating articles. Even some bigger ones, which I'll call them out. I won't call them out by name because I want to include you in this, but there's bigger channels that's all they're really doing is they'll see an article and there's a 10-minute video about it, or there's data by Zillow or Realtor and there's a 12-minute video about it, and they're not necessarily giving their own opinion. They're just becoming like not even so news source. They're just talking about like what's your opinion on that? Should people watch that and get a good feel of things, or where should they research that kind of stuff?
For a while, I was really against it. I don't think that should be your main source of information. For a while, I was really against it, but then like I realized not everyone has time to go and like look up a bunch of articles. And so in that sense, like, yeah, if you're scrolling through YouTube and someone just is talking through articles, then I think that's fine. There's a lot of content on YouTube that's like that, where like they'll do reaction videos. It's no different than a reaction video. It's just reaction to an article instead of a video. But it usually is like kind of picked, you know, it's like they like hand pick the article. You had one of the best, like, I feel like this still sticks with me when you talked about like the housing market channels that were like, don't buy at all, and here's all the data to support it. And like, I feel like my mind was blown when you were like, but they're selling info about how to invest. Like, so you have this company that's like, hey, homebuyers, don't buy. Here's why it's bad to buy. And then at the end, it's like, sign up for here's the markets to invest in.
Yeah.
If investors are buying homes, homebuyers should be buying homes too. And so it's, where's that one from? What is that even from? Where'd you find that?
No worries. So, so you're saying, yeah, no, that's a good. And you're talking specifically about one consulting one. But yeah, you're right. It's just we always have to identify the intention behind what they're saying.
Yeah. Do you not like the when people just read the article thing? Is it like, to you, is it just like a low effort, or you feel like it's like not genuine?
First of all, I shouldn't have said we were leaving, because like 30-40 people left, and then we kept talking. I understand it. At least, like, I overthink making a video that I don't post in weeks, and that's not okay. But I don't know, man. I feel like at least with reaction videos, there's something funny about it. Like, you give your opinion, which I did one on the Dave Ramsey thing. But at the end of the day, I think if you do once in a while, it's fine. But if you do 5 every day of the week and you're just doing updates, like, I will call a bigger one now. I think for me, in my opinion, like Graham Stephan, I used to be a fan of his like years ago, but literally, like, you just look at his housing videos and it's all like it's just all negative and bad, and he'll pull up random articles that feed to his point, and then nothing happens, right? So it's just, I don't know, man.
Yeah. I just know too, like, I think we're both in this really interesting spot where we're a little confused in the middle, where I think there are valid concerns on both sides of like, don't buy or do buy. I don't think we both have these like super crazy strong opinions about both. But what's really interesting about us is that we both bought a house pretty recently. Like, when did you buy yours? A year ago?
No, it was like 6 months ago. And if you make me repeat myself again, you're out of here.
When did you buy your house?
No, I don't think it was 6 months ago. It was like in April. So like, what was that 6 months ago?
Somewhere around there.
8 months ago?
I don't know.
Yeah.
We both bought a house within the year, and so it's one of those things where it's like, is it like, it would feel wrong for me to say don't buy, because my situation is like somewhat unique, but there's probably thousands of people who are in my situation, and there's probably thousands of people who are in your situation. And even with the market being as difficult as it is, still was a good move for you to buy. It made sense for you and your family based on where you're at. And it made sense for me and my cat, like based on like what I wanted. So that's why it really is this like tailored solution. And I'm like recognizing this a lot with real estate data too. Like, you know how you see like all this like national data, but real estate is not national. Like even like the city that I live in, like there's all these tiny little markets, and like one market just south of me has a bunch of like boarded up homes, and then the neighborhood that I'm in, like the city is pouring millions of dollars into. But then if you looked at like national news about things, it would dissuade me from buying in even like the growing neighborhood. And that's just not, I feel like it's not really fair to talk about it that way, because you have these huge markets like Sacramento and Miami and Phoenix. But a lot of people don't live in these markets, but they're skewing all of the data. So like, of course, if San Francisco grows 30-40% in value over the past 2 years, and then it comes down 10%, so it's still up 30, you have people in these smaller markets who are like, oh, real estate's coming down, but it's only because that information got skewed on a national level from these huge markets. And so of course, like if you're in those bigger markets, then the national news applies to you more. But I've just found that to be very interesting, because I feel like I have a really weird perspective, because out of a lot of the other like real estate creators, I feel like all the other real estate creators live in big cities. Like you live in Phoenix. I know a couple of people who live in Sacramento. There's somebody who lives in another expensive city in California that I can't remember the name of, Huntington Beach. Where else? Who else lives in cities? Lizzie lives in Phoenix.
I know some local ones like Austin, and like there's a lot of big ones in Austin that say, well, not the one I'm thinking about, but yeah, I know what you're saying. They live like in hyper city, and they focus on their data, and they kind of skew the whole market because just looking at their city.
Yeah, and for a while I always just thought like, oh, I'm clearly just out of it. I don't understand what's happening, because I would see what's happening with like national data and news, but that's not reflective of our market. And so I was always thinking like, am I just not understanding this? And then began to realize like, oh, this is just national data, but people are applying it as if it's supposed to fit in every single market. And like, this shouldn't be a shocker, but like most people don't live, not most people, a lot of people don't live in these huge cities. And I don't think it's serving people best to just tell data from cities that they don't live in, especially with how big the United States is.
100%. And that's actually in my recent video, I spent a length talking about how to do your own market research for sure.
Ooh, I watched that video.
You watched all
I watched
40
all
minutes?
of your video. I watched 35 minutes while I was making dinner.
Wow. Yeah, I need to do a better job being a good friend for you. How do you not have this real estate videos pop up by watching mine? Do you watch it like an alt?
No, I still get videos that pop up. I just don't watch them. I get a lot of like, I've been noticing a lot of like smaller channels popping up.
Yeah. There's like a fourth generation now of real estate videos. It's so funny. We were part of the first generation. No, I would say we're like second gen. I don't know. Maybe you're second gen, and I was like at the end of first gen. And then what was
first gen like?
Like I'm
Graham
talking
Stephan
old school Graham Stephan. I'm talking like there's man, it's so bad.
Do you know who Andrew is?
Andrew Finney. That's an OG.
Oh, Finney. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Another one.
He's been making videos forever.
He's an OG. I remember when I started, it was him. It was Matt. I forgot his. I'm so sorry. I forgot your last name.
Matt Layton.
Matt Layton and like I think that's it. There's another girl that now makes real estate like EXP like recruitment. And then there's another guy that made like a Fast and Furious video or something like that. He was, I don't know, I don't remember his name. There was those four people.
Like big beefy men who love each other.
No, it is a big beefy man, but he like made a video going to the guy that died in Fast and Furious. Chris. Yeah. They went to his grave and he went to his house. It was like weird.
Yeah.
But those.
Yeah. Silly goose. You're silly.
So those are the people. That when I started, they were there, and I remember when I started, I was like, I'm gonna catch up to these guys. I'm gonna do what I can. And then you came in second gen. Who else came up? Who came up with you? You think?
I don't know.
Jeb was part of you, like, wasn't it?
Jeb and I probably made videos at the same. Started making it at the same time.
Jason Walter.
Jason Shahida. I think
Shahida was around when I was around. I don't know. Yeah, he could have been with around you. Yeah. But yeah, then you guys.
She started making them with you, I think. Because I remember watching like in the beginning when I was making videos, I was like, oh, there's no way I'm gonna be able to I saw, Andrews and Matt Layton, I think is his name. And Shahida and you, and I think when I saw your videos, I was like, "Oh, he's already got it covered. There's no way I'll ever be able to make anything."
Insane. Yeah, I actually really like Shahida a lot, and I like how she's staying very true to her voice and her content. I feel bad. Back when I was a little asshole, her team reached out to me. Okay. Her team reached out 4 years ago, so it was around the same time. So like 3 years ago. Yeah, it was around the same time. Probably with you, no, wasn't it? How long have I been doing it? I don't know. Anyways, her team reached out to me, wanted to make a video, and I was like, can you have her reach out to me because it was the assistant, and then she reached out. I don't remember. There was a time where I was so full of myself, and I feel bad about how I left things. So, Shahida, if you're listening, I'm sorry. I love your content, and I don't know. I mean, should we make a video together? I don't know what it can be about. I just think real estate video collabs are so weird, you know. It makes sense,
Yeah,
like when you and I go on a live, but for a video itself, it just seems weird.
Yeah, I love Shahida's content. I feel like her, and who else do I watch?
Ooh.
I at least watch all of your both of your
Well,
videos.
there's gonna be some people you left from that list that are gonna be mad at you.
There's a lot of people I left from that list, and it's not a personal thing. But yeah, I think actually one of her people reached, like a assistant of hers or something, reached out to me for a collab. But I'm with you, like the real estate collabs, I don't know, they feel weird, because we've even tried to do a couple like collabs together, and they don't fit. They don't.
Lives are so much better.
The pacing, there's something about it that just doesn't feel natural. It's like, what do you think? Do you think people should buy? I think people should buy. Do you think they should spend a lot of money with you? I think they should spend a lot. Wait, hold on.
What happened? Although I will say, although I do love.
Shoot.
What is this?
Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm trying to find.
Well, I was gonna say, while you're thinking that, I do love that one video that. Oh my god.
I just think everyone should buy.
Okay. I do love that one video we made where you're just like, just send me a 5-minute, or send me like a 30-second clip of your thought about this, and you just added it.
I have
the
another
end.
video I want you to do.
And then I added pictures of you in the background blurred out, and you didn't even notice.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, no, I think live streams, and then the reason I don't do live streams with more people too is just there has to be chemistry that's been built there before the lives. When lives is the first time you guys meet, it's just, man, I have a big problem with being fake. I cannot do it for an extended period of time, and I'll start getting rude and everything like that.
It's this hard balance, because I think, and it depends on what people want, because I see other real estate live streams, and there are these like, they're so in the weeds, and there's such like, I don't know, I don't like, I feel like, okay, my friends try to like, want to talk about real estate. I don't want to talk about real estate all the time. Real estate's not exciting. It's boring. I'd rather talk about anything else. Like, this is a job, and I don't like to talk about real estate. It doesn't consume my life outside of work. But I feel like a lot of them are that, or they're probably people who watch us doing like the feet stuff, and they're like, that out of context, that sounds weird. Hold on. Feet stuff. So Javier and I do feet stuff together. Is this clarifying it for you?
No. Someone
but
said
there's probably there's plenty of people who like don't like us just goofing around.
Oh yeah.
So
can you answer your questions, please? Or is it? They say that more on your channel than my channel. My channel, it's like expected that you're having a good time. Your channel, you're like, you haven't answered my question. Can you get back to talking about real estate?
I am really jealous of your live streams and how like people are fine with you doing whatever. Where I feel like I feel like I'm a monkey on my channel sometimes, where people are like, dance, do the question.
Well, it's
like, all right, it's like a breather.
It's definitely. I mean, it's like, whoa, what are you doing? You're like just messing around. I think if it was like,
I want to get a little closer.
If it was like maybe a year ago when I was getting like 300 or 400 people, I think that's what I would get. But now that I've started again, I think most people here, I think I recognize a lot of names. They just know I'm live and they just want to come hang out. And you know, you'll get people that come in and you're not talking about real estate, I'm leaving. But I think most of the people here, especially on Twitch and YouTube, I think we've got a good group here that just want to have a good time and have fun. Yeah. See ya, Floza.
Are you gonna start doing more like casual streaming?
That's what we're doing, baby. That's what I'm doing right now.
I feel like I need to have like a casual stream too. That's not so answer the question.
Yeah, I think that maybe I'd be curious to see what happens if you don't do the question that pops up, because I think that sets the standard of what kind of show it is. And I'll play off what people are asking. I mean, you're here, so it's easier. But if I'm on my own, it's a little tougher. But I use the questions as like, oh, I'm running out of things to talk about. Let me interact with someone. All right.
Guy from PNW, love the bromance. There's no bromance here. This is exclusive.
This is a paid advertisement.
Business. Yep, just relaxing.
I'll send you the Zelle after. Hey man, thanks for pretending to be my friend.
Just chilling.
Just chillaxing. The one thing I appreciate about you though is you go 2.5 hours. Wait, just thought. You go 2.5 hours strong. I'm like, after an hour, I'm like, I'm tired. I mean, look, I was trying to leave like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, I think the.
Oh my god, put those puppies down, please.
Doesn't it actually look like I'm kind of?
It looks like
chilling?
it, dude. It literally.
That's funny.
Those toes, the big toes actually are pretty well symmetrical. Mine's are
Well,
not
they're
like
the
that.
same. Dude, it's the same image flipped.
Oh, sorry.
Look, it's a. Ooh.
You're so dumb. Anyways, I'm gonna put this image back
Yeah.
up. What were you
Nice.
thinking when you took this picture? You're like, hey, bro, take a picture of me with my camera real quick.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. It was yeah. Look how tight those pants are. Jeez.
You can kind of see like a little. You got some
You
stuff.
don't gotta be
going on
zooming
there.
in. You don't gotta be zooming in.
We'll zoom in there.
Oh my
But let's
gosh.
see who's taking a picture of you.
You gotta pay for that. You gotta subscribe.
You gotta
if
go to
you're gonna
OnlyFans.
get
You
in
gotta
there.
be a member. Let's see. Okay. Can you? Oh, well, I talk about real estate and economics. Who's that? Do you know who Hey Mates Mike is?
Hey, it's Mike. I don't know who Hey, it's Mike is. Let's see.
Let's
Hey, it's
see.
Mike.
Hey, it's Mike.
It's okay to talk about real estate and economics.
Nothing wrong with that.
I think that's the nice thing about. I think what we're. I can't really make a serious point without with these.
Can you
feet
put
on here,
those
can I?
puppies down, please?
I know. I think what Javier and I are mainly talking about is like the I feel like it's just easier to be yourself when you're making videos. If you try to like fake it, it doesn't work. And so like for us, I think we can be serious, but we're also kind of goons. And so it's like if you feel like you just have to be serious all the time, it doesn't work. It just starts to get really draining. But if you like talking about real, like my regular videos, I'm just like very straight. Like whereas I feel like Javier's personality kind of bleeds into his videos, but that's what like works for him and how he creates stuff. So
I am. We can look at Hey It's Mike channel. You see it?
no bromance here zooms into tight pants.
Regular guy from Louisiana who's crazy about investing. He's an investor. Don't click this to learn about me. While buying a house with bad credit could look like. That's solid. It looks like you started your journey like 2 weeks ago. I mean, why not, man? It looks like you're hitting the shorts really hard. I think shorts gives you quick results, but ultimately you want to invest in longer form content. If you're on YouTube, especially it's something Kyle recently shared, which I'm experimenting. Long form content on YouTube is where it's at. I'm sorry to get all preachy here, but yeah.
Surprisingly, those really long videos work. Like because I think people like the like all complete guide, not the 10 minutes and a bunch of article snippets. Like give me the whole thing.
Why do you think that? Can we ask you guys this? 164 of you here. Why do you prefer to watch the longer? Why do you prefer to watch the longer videos? Why not just like click? What if I made a series of 4 videos that are 5 to 8 minutes long that go over the buying process? Why would you rather watch the 50-minute video that goes over the buying process as opposed to the small ones? I'm just curious of what you guys think about that, because it's just so true. Like I even went back and I saw my most successful videos, and surprisingly, I'll tell us, Mercy, I'm sorry for listening. She like said, I'll be honest with you guys, she said one version of this and I've like turned it into this crazy story now that's the story. So basically
Wait.
Sorry, go ahead. What?
Now tell it. You can't tell it. Untrue if I do EMDR2. This is how it works.
My dad never.
I just don't know.
I just don't know why my dad didn't love me. I was gonna say that she's trying to help me. She's helping me with my business right now, and she was like, "Oh, so what kind of videos you're making?" And she checked the channel, and she was like, "You're making different videos than you were before." I'm like, "What kind of videos was I making when you were watching? Like helping people, like educational?" And I was like, "I'm still doing that, I think." And she's like, "No," and that's how the conversation ended. But I've added that she said that I'm like a TMZ of real estate. Like basically, I've become a drama channel.
No.
I think my audio went out.
What I think you do.
Give me 1 second, Kyle.
Oh.
We've been talking so long that the headset went out. Can you hear me? Shoot. Don't say anything. How about now? Say something. Say something. Oh no. I lost you, Kyle. Anyways, Kyle, Seagraves, everybody. I think they can hear you, though. They can't hear you, can they? Hello. Hold on, Kyle. Don't leave yet. I know. I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Oh, okay. I was singing. I said, I could be the dad you never had. I could wipe all your tears away.
Yeah, this is funny how... Anyway, I don't want to share that, but it's just... Anywho. Javier, you're definitely the drama. You speak your mind a little too much. Hey, man. But the most appropriate end to this, to be honest. Okay, I'm sorry. AI Canadian bot, Kyle, I'll leave the floor to you. 1 minute to pitch the people what you're doing.
Whoa, on the spot.
Wait, you're muted. Wait, sorry.
I'm muted.
Wait, Kyle. I'm sorry. Don't say anything. Hold on, Kyle. Hold on. Okay, now, Kyle, go ahead.
Hello, can
Yes.
everybody hear me?
Yes, they can hear you now. Go ahead.
Okay, 1 minute AI pitch. Okay, so if you want, I have a channel. It's called Win the House You Love. Just search it on YouTube. I make a bunch of videos. They're primarily about mortgages and home buying and such. And it's funny seeing Javier's face here because he's like trying to be out of the frame.
No, I'm trying to. I had to connect my headphones because they're dead.
Oh.
And it died.
Oh, they're dead.
and
And he's
that-
like shoved up against a.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's Win the House You Love on YouTube if you want to check it out. And yeah, I also have a team of loan officers throughout the U.S. If you want to take a look at some quotes or get approved, or I don't know, I'm trying to make this pitch casual because Javier is not into. He got to go those real cool, casual pitches. Can't go too hard.
Yeah.
You doing all right down there?
Yeah, I'm good. I think we got enough juice. So I think people wanted to see us kiss on stream. So can we look that?